welcome back. So maybe we'll pick up our cultural discussions from last week. Who knows?
Well, last time we were talking about, is the breadth of America and all the different states, are they as culturally diverse as, say, the different countries in Europe? And I think that's a fair approximation.
Yeah, I was the one who brought it up. All right, So this one kind of caught my eye because there's a duck, and this duck looks like the.
Sorry, it's funny. That would be the sort of thing my mother would say. She'd go, "This one caught my eye because there was a duck."
Right. So this duck mildly looks like the optical illusion of like duck rabbit. It's the same like color scheme and almost like, not exactly because this is clearly a duck. There's no way this is a rabbit unless it was like a hunchback rabbit. But do you know
also
what I'm talking
its face is a boat.
Yeah, I'm ignoring that portion. But do you know what optical illusion I'm talking about?
No, I do. Yeah. There's a cartoon of these two armies, and one is like, "We will not yield to them until they accept our rabbit god," and the other one's like, "We will not yield to them until they accept our duck god." That's
pretty much religion in
a
in a microcosm.
Don't even get me started.
I know. That's like all the Abrahamic religions and.
Well, it's funny. I have a friend who is Mormon, and everyone.
Did you meet them when they rang your doorbell?
No, I actually met her in Paris. I'm not sure if she's still Mormon, I think.
Okay.
But it was interesting because everyone was like, "Oh yeah, the Mormon religion."
Do they have Mormons in Europe?
No, she was American.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, Mormons are fucking crazy. I'm sorry if you're Mormon. Mormons are like one legitimate step above Scientology.
100%, because
they believe the craziest shit.
But no, the thing is, regular religion just has 1,000 years of pre-game.
But also, there's a little bit more legitimacy to like other mainstream religions in terms of if you look at like the creation story from like the Old Testament. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not a religious person by any stretch of the imagination. But if you look at the creation story from the Old Testament, at least science is backed up and said no, everything happened in the order that you're saying it happened in. Versus Mormonism where they're like, well, God buried golden books in Utah. That's some crazy ass shit. I'm sorry.
As a writer, I like Scientology at least like it. Do you realize the people behind which brewery is this?
Greenport Harbor.
They're sitting there. They sat down on YouTube and were like, guys, these guys are going to talk about our beer. And then they're like, it's been 10 minutes and they're just talking about religion. So.
Greenport's history of not always following the rules runs deep. Good, we're off to a good start with that one. Like its harbor, so does the legend of the Black Duck, a rum-running boat whose past is brought to life in this dark ale, selfishly brewed to be sessionable so we can enjoy more than one. Oh, this is going to be weak.
I love the story, though.
I do like the story. That was good.
A
rum-running black duck.
I literally want to write a story about that. I've already written one story about the modern
I'm sure they had some sort of Prohibition-style Daffy Duck story. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
So it says porter, but it said ale on the side. I don't know what the shit.
It's nice though. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. If they would have said, it's a little spicy. Do you taste like a hint of pepper? It says dark ale. Dark ale, I wouldn't.
This is definitely a porter.
It's 100% a porter. It tastes like a porter. So if it's a duck, it's a duck.
I was going to say,
the quacks like a duck.
Greenport Harbour. This is good.
Yeah.
Age it in rum barrels.
I could see that.
You got yourself a freaking legend there.
Right.
It's like the Black Duck, rum-running boat. Age this in rum barrels, because then you have age it in spiced rum barrels.
Right. Maybe some wine. That could be a legit porter.
This is very nice though.
Yes, I'm glad you brought me back off of my religious diatribe about Mormonism, but no, this is pretty good. It is. I do taste like a hint of like, it's like a little kick.
Yeah. Because I wonder, it doesn't have any like rum ingredients or anything in it.
I don't think so.
No. Yeah, so it's just a dark ale. I guess I'd have to look up. Maybe a porter is classified as an ale, but
I didn't think so, because porters are like the second darkest. It's
Yeah.
like stout, porter, lager, ale.
in England for the
I don't know,
longest
I
time,
think Bach, then IPA. Yeah.
you would go into a pub and you'd have the choice between lager and bitter was ale.
Okay.
And literally, they only had the two types. It's like there's that. Did I ever take you down to the McSorley's in downtown Manhattan?
We should go.
We should, yeah.
We
there
should
they
try
have
and
like
film
they were
there.
up there.
Maybe we should reach out to them and film there.
We can give it a try. But anyway, yeah, Greenport. I enjoy this a lot. I think you're onto something with the rum barrels thing.
Yeah.
So,
Good job.
job.
See you next time.